Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Make Him Love You. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification. That way, you can get updated every time we upload a new video. Today, we're going to be talking about intimate questions to ask a guy, right? Questions that we want the answer to, right? Questions that you want the answer to, questions that you want to know. I like to say it's better to clear the air and know certain things than just it remain a mystery, so that there's transparency, because at the end of the day, transparency is everything, right? Transparency is what's gonna get you there, right? So the first thing is to ask would be, what's the first thing you thought about when you saw me, right? So like, what popped in your head, right? What kind of feelings did you have, right? So, the way he answers this question is gonna say a lot about the person, because if he gives you a basic answer, then you already know how he feels about you right then and there, right? But if he goes into depth about how he felt and this and that, well, then you know the answer to that as well, right? So then obviously he really cares about you. And at the end of the day, you want to be with somebody that actually cares about you. You don't want to waste your time, right? Because that's all we got in this world. So, if he says, for example, oh, well, I thought you were really pretty and this and that, and I wanted to get to know you better and blah, blah, blah. Is that an acceptable answer? Yes, it is an acceptable answer. Now, if he's going above and beyond, like, oh, my jaw dropped, like I totally knew you were the one, that's doing a little too much, because at the end of the day, he doesn't know you like that yet, right? You just met this person, right? Granted. So, he's lying then, right? Because how do you have these strong feelings? You don't know me, right? You don't even know me. You don't know me from a can of paint. So, be able to sniff out BS. The better you are at being able to sniff out BS is just the better you're going to do in general, right? When it comes to dating and relationships and things of that nature. Number 2 is going to be, what did you think of me on our first date, right? So, see, these questions, they get right to the point, right? Like I said, guys, this channel is raw, this channel is real. We don't beat around the bush here. What did you think of me, right? Now the way you word it, it doesn't have to be so direct. You can slip it in a conversation, right? It's all about presentation, right? If you present it the right way, then it's gonna come off the right way. So it's all about how you present what you say to your spouse or the other person, as vice versa, how they feel about you. So what did you think about me on our first date? If he says, well, I thought the date was really good, or he could say, oh, you know what, the date was okay, but that's not what really got me. It was your personality. Or that wasn't really what got me. It was your the way you care for people and the way you're able to do this or that, right? See, answers like those is what you want. Answers like those shows that he's paying attention to your personality traits, right? It shows that he's paying attention to the way you treat other people, right? And things of that nature. And, at the end of the day, that's going to build a relationship, right? Because he's going to look at that and then say, wow, this person really cares about other people, not just herself. She's not self-centered, right? And that's what's important. So, that's an important question to ask. Like I said, presentation is good. feel it out. Feel out the time, right? Don't be, in the middle of, let's say, you guys are, driving home or whatever, you can slip it in there, right? It's like I said, it's all about presentation. Don't be doing something weird. Don't be eating and then talking about, like, oh yeah, what'd you think of our first date? Or, just make sure it's at the right time, right? When is the right time? Well, you'll know when the right time is. It's an appropriate time where, it can be brought up about. And joke around with it. Don't get serious. Don't be like, what did you think of me on our first date? Come on. Come on, guys. No. We're not doing that, ladies. Like, you gotta be transparent. The more transparent you are, and the more just calm, cool, collected, it's just gonna pay off at the end. It's just gonna pay off, because then you're gonna show him, oh, you could come, you could go. I got my own money. I got my own, right? So, show him that you are independent, right? Because, you guys are, you women are independent. So, and that's awesome. I love to see it. Love to see it continue. Number 3 is, what would be your dream date, right? So if you could go on a dream date, what would be your dream date? These questions are taken with a grain of salt, but do not take the answers as a grain of salt, right? So for example, if they tell you the dream date is a picnic on the beach, when that person, they're having a celebration, or let's say it's your anniversary, right? And you guys have been dating, you know where to go, right? You know what to do. See, little things like that you have to pay attention to, because now you're starting to understand what this person likes. And when you understand what the person likes, that's when you start to build the relationship, right? That's when you start to build a relationship, and that's when you start to really bond with that other person, with that other spouse, right? I know I'm dropping a lot of gems on you guys today. Dropping a lot of gems. So, treat this as class. If you have a notepad or anything, write it down. Treat this as class. This is. I know I'm giving you guys a lot today, but take it in. Do it in steps, right? Rome was not built in a day, like I said in my last video. It wasn't. So, if you have to do one, you don't have to. Do not unload all these questions at one time. Do not unload all these questions at one time. Do it in spurts, okay? Ladies, do it in spurts. Don't unload at one time. Don't unpack at one time, right? Don't do that. So, another one is, this one's, it could be a controversial one, okay? But, what's your favorite thing about me? Right? At the end of the day, you want to know, what do you like about me? What's your favorite thing about me, personality wise? What do you like that I do? Either give you, rub your back when you get home from work, or whatever it is, right? Take you to your favorite restaurant, whatever it is, whatever it could be, right? Because what you're going to want to do is, whatever they say, you're going to want, whatever they say it is that, they like that you do, and that's your favorite thing about you, you're going to continue to you're going to do that. You're not going to do it all the time. You're not going to spoil this person, right? Because what you want to do is you want to keep him at arm's length, but sometimes, like a fish, you want to reel him in, right? So you got to be able to do that. Right, you got to be able to still keep him at arm's length, but then sometimes you can give in. Sometimes you can give in, but don't give in all the time, because what's gonna happen? And I get messages like this all the time, saying, "Oh, now he's taking advantage of me." Well, honey, just to give you some advice, I mean, he's taking advantage of you because you're giving him too much. You're giving him too much validation. You're doing too much, right? Pump the brakes, right? Pump the brakes. Don't do that. Okay. Like I said, I'm here to help. I'm here to help everybody out. This is a lot of gems I'm dropping on you. Do not use them at one time. Use them in spurts. Do one step one week, another step the next week, right? And ask these questions throughout the weeks. Do not ask them at one time, right? This is how you start to bond, right? See, you can build and you can bond, right? So, building, that comes with time. You're building with each other, right? But bonding is sharing, the same values. It's the same interests, right? You're bonding with the person. You guys are going out. You guys are, having feelings for each other and things of that nature. And you guys are, number one, understanding each other. Bonding is understanding. Right? I'm going to say that again in case it went over your head. Bonding is understanding. Right? When you can't bond with somebody that doesn't understand you, can you? No, you can't. You can't do that. So, bonding is understanding. So, that's gonna conclude this video. I know I touched on a lot on this video. Again, take it with a grain of salt. Do it in spurts. Do not do all of these steps in one shot. I'm telling you. Either A, he's gonna think this girl's up to something. Why is she asking me all these questions? Or B, it's just not good. It's not a good look. It's not a good look for anybody. So, do it throughout the weeks and just be playful with it. Be playful with it. Do not be serious with it, right? Be playful, but take the answer seriously. Take the answer seriously, okay? So this is going to conclude this video. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe, leave a like, and comment. Only positivity, guys. I'm only accepting positivity. I will accept criticism, but positivity. We're about positivity on this channel. We're the best in the game as far as dating. We are the strongest. I noticed the subscriber count is going up drastically. And everything is really growing, and that's amazing to see how far we've came. So let's keep going. Let's keep pushing. If you ladies have any questions, feel free to contact me. Don't forget to hit the bell notification, and everybody have a great day.